I'm in love with this action figure. At least, I hope I'm going to be. This is actually my very first SH Figurearts. And I was at the store and I saw this Dragon Ball Z character of Son Goku and I stopped dead in my tracks. This is the first time, his original form, that I ever saw him back in the days of Toonami. And if you know what that is, congratulations, you're probably just as old as I am. But seeing him right there just took me back to the days when I'm watching this cartoon for the very first time late at night. So let's go ahead and open this up. Well, here I got that sweet Son Goku packaging. Nice front, got the action figure here. I can tell there's some kind of faces there. We'll just bust that out in a second. Love this pose, awesome job. Got a bit of a black and white thing going on over here as we turn it to the top. Nice, nice. Let's see on the side, more black and white images. The SH Figurearts logo. Back on the back side, great shots of some of the poses you can achieve, and a lot of stuff I can't read. And just stuff that's probably gonna be very boring to read. Other side, got the Son Goku name, a Saiyan raised on Earth. So that's awesome. Bottom side, love that look right there. Awesome, can't wait to bust this guy open. So let's unpack him now. So now that Goku is unboxed, let's see what we get within the packaging. First off, you get this ad that comes with it. Nobody cares, bye. Then you get these set of instructions, and nobody's here coming to read. So bye for that too. All right, you get 3 alternate faceplates. Let me just pick these up real quick so you get an idea what they look like. And they're going all over my hand. But a lot of them are these battle pose kind of a deal. Just angry eyes. I was like, heck, your angry eyes. Got this great faceplate of him getting ready to, I'm assuming, unleash a Kamehameha. And another just kind of a very stern look. So really good. And they did a great job on the details, I think. Let's get that into focus. Good job on those ears too. And even that little like, what do you call it? That little cow right there where his eyebrows kind of furl. So that's awesome. Let me set these down real quick. You get the action figure, of course, and you get a slew of hands, which we'll just cut to the B-roll so you can check that out real quick, because there's a lot of them. You get, again, a lot of action pose hands, such as, closed fist. You get kind of the Kamehameha hands, where he's getting ready to unleash a projectile, as well as a few others as well. Which, it's kind of sad that this action figure does not come with, like, his energy projectile, that Kamehameha deal. It's very sad. Oh well. Win some, lose some. Alright, as for the action figure right here. First off, this sculpt looks amazing. Loving all the details, loving the coloring of it. Definitely got that whole cell, cartoon cell kind of a deal, all the nice solids, just like you see in the old version. I don't actually know when Dragon Ball Z came out, but I just remember when I saw it back in Toonami, so. Gosh, when was that? Late 90s, early 2000s? Yeah, I'm old. All right. Remember when I said I saw Dragon Ball Z, the cartoon, for the very first time back in the days of Toonami, which was like late night cartoons on Cartoon Network, if I can remember correctly? Love to know, when was your first time that you saw Dragon Ball Z? Was it in a manga? Was it a video game? The cartoon itself? Go ahead, drop your comments below. Let's just share our fandom of DBZ. All right, checking out the head. Loving that hair, that Saiyan spiked hair. And dude is on point with this. I don't know if this is like Saiyan genetics or like Super Saiyan hair gel, but man, that stuff is awesome. Again, loving this faceplate. This is my favorite. This is how I know Goku when I first saw him. That happy-go-lucky look, carefree, but ready for action. You have his wonderful orange gi with those tinges of kind of like purplish blue. This logo right there, which actually I don't know what that means. If anyone does, shoot me that in the comments. I actually think that this is also on his back. I think that is the old man teacher's deal, but I could be wrong on that. Again, he's got muscles for days. Dude does not skip practice. Dude does not skip a protein shake. He is ready to take on all challengers. Loving all the folding details in his gi, especially, knowing that a lot of this stuff is like all weighted and whatnot. It's all nice and chunky down here, but it's also, you kind of get that like loose aspect. I mean, they did a great job on just kind of the folding sculpt. Shoes are great. Very much like the anime. I don't know if you can tell. See if I can get that in focus. Come on. I don't know if there's a little bit of texture there at the kind of the, I don't know, ribbon, yarn deal, but those are great. So, yeah. Now let's check out some of the articulation. Oh, let me show you real quick before we do that. How do you how do you switch out these faceplates? You just take this front piece right here, like so. Oh my gosh, he's male pattern balding. And that pops out like so. You have the holes right there. So you just stick that in, back in, and then you put his hair piece right back in there, the front part, flip it together, and that's it. So you can just easily change these out. And the hands are very easy to change out. Simple little ball joint peg. Just pop it out, pop it in. Interchangeability on this stuff, really simple, really easy. All right, now on to the articulation. The head, very smooth, 360. Some tilt that way, some tilt that way, not too much. A little bit looking down, a lot more looking up. But all together, a decent range of motion. There's even a little bit of motion at the neck, but not a whole lot. All right, as for the T-motion and the shoulders, he is restricted to that. You can probably get a little bit more, which I find interesting that this is kind of a separated deal, and these actually can pop off. It's just held by a little peg in here, as you can kind of tell. So you can get the shoulders up some more, but then you have this kind of like weird bunch look, and I don't quite like that. So put that back. This is your T-motion. Shoulders, spin around like butter, very nice. Anything there? Woo, yes, nice bicep rotation. Elbows, really good, very nice. That's about it. Wrist, spin around wonderfully. Great back at the wrist, a little bit forward. You gotta get a restriction right there, the armband, and it hits right there, and that's gonna be for both hands, no matter which ones you use. Again, great going back, restricted going inward. So, pop that back in there. So I think that's about it right there. Upper torso, minor rotation, not too much. It has some rotation at the lower as well, but you're not gonna get a whole lot. I tried the 360 and this thing just bing, popped right on off, so don't do it. Easy to put back on, it's just a ball joint right there in the middle, but it does not rotate at all very well there in the middle. It does, however, go down really nicely, and will go back really nicely as well. Woo, that's a cool pose. All right. That's his back. All right, cool. Legs, splits, very smooth. Rotation here at the hips, not too bad. Actually, pretty decent rotation for there. So, but again, you don't want to go too far and force it. These will pop off, right? Knees, like butter, very smooth and very nice. Nothing there, nothing there. Feet, nice rotation, 360. Toe articulation, great. Let's see, some rocking, not too bad on the rocking. And what is surprising, again, cool texture right there, but there are no peg holes for a display stand. So I wonder how well this figure is going to hold up, when you do some kind of dynamic poses. You may have to use a little something depending upon, but otherwise, not too bad with some of the restrictions. All right, let's check out how tall Goku really is. Now, putting the old green roller up to Son Goku here, he actually measures out to be about 6¼ inches tall from his feet all the way up to his spiky Saiyan hair. And just to give you an idea on how he'll stand up in your collection, here is Goku next to other great fighting action figures from different fandoms. Now I have to say the sculpt and color of Goku here is on point. This is excellent. I mean, he looks just like he would as a 3D version of himself from the cartoon, and it's that great solid coloring from the anime. And I mean, SH Figurearts did a great job here. And I can't believe how smooth the articulation on this action figure is. I barely had to put any effort in bending any of his joints. And after putting him into different poses, everything stood in place. And having the Son Goku here and the way SH Figurearts did him, it really brings back some anime nostalgia from when I saw him back as a kid. I mean, this was probably my first foray into watching anime at that time, and it just opened up a pathway of just enjoying this kind of cartoon from overseas, or these cartoons from overseas. Dragon Ball Z just holds a special place in my heart because of that. Now, for what I don't really like about this figure, first off, very surprised that there were no peg holes at the bottom of his feet. That, to me, just kind of is a red flag that I'm gonna have some issues putting him in poses. And I did, to be honest. I couldn't get some of the dynamic stuff that I like to do just because I didn't have the stability. And I like to try to do these figures without using anything else beyond a kind of a peg-based display stand, just to kind of see how the quality is of these figures are when they're made for all the articulation and whatnot. But for the most part, I got some pretty cool poses, but not everything that I wanted to achieve. And this other part's not quite a con, but I really wish they gave Goku here a kind of any type of kind of like special effect, you know, on any of his power moves. I mean, awesome that we had all the cool interchangeable face plates as well as the different hands, but he's not slinging any Hami-Hami-Has. There's no energy projections coming off of him. Not based on this packaging. You probably have to buy something third party, but it really would have been nice to be able to have that with him, just to kind of achieve some other cool dynamic poses that I felt were kind of lacking. But otherwise, I mean, again, not too bad of a con. It is a great price point for this figure. Again, still really like this action figure. And like I said in the title, I am in love with this Goku. Honestly, I have to admit, I am actually in love with this action figure. This Son Goku action figure, it just gives me all those great anime nostalgia vibes. And that's why I like it. The price point is great, the figure holds up well, it's definitely going into my personal collection for sure. And I know it's an older figure, but hopefully you've enjoyed my take on it, especially being it's my very first anime review, hopefully not my last anime action figure review. In fact, you want to check out other collectibles? Try this right here. Hey, and if you're also enjoying Nerd Amazing, consider subscribing as well. Well, thanks for joining me here in Nerd Amazing, and as always, be passionate in what you do, share your passion with others, and be kind to one another, as this world can always use more goodness in it. This is Adam with Nerd Amazing, and I'll see you next time.